Hey guys, I wanted to talk to everybody about puppies because I've been getting quite a lot of requests about puppies recently. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, there's a lot of things that people basically just misunderstand a little bit. A lot of mistakes that I've made in the past that I wish I knew when I've had my dogs of the past. In fact, even Athos still had a lot of my old bad habits before I moved on to what I call a more effective and more enlightened way of training and treating dogs. And it basically boils down to a lot of this when it comes to puppies. Your expectations. Understand that we are dealing with a baby animal here. This is a baby dog. Now think about what we expect out of baby human beings. And then think about what we expect out of baby dogs. And you're going to see a massive difference there. People expect baby dogs, puppies, to understand the world way quicker than we expect our own children to understand the world, which, to be quite honest, is madness. So whenever we've got a new puppy, we've got to understand that we cannot expect them to understand everything that an adult dog does. We can't expect them to know the rules of the house straight away. It's just not fair. So what do we do then? Well, first of all, we've got to set them up for success. Now, as you can see in my house here, I've got a baby gate behind us. Now, we use that so that I can give the dogs a space where there's not so much carnage, because we have an 18-month-old daughter who likes, well, to cause carnage. So it's a good idea to give the dogs a safe space. And we do the same for our puppy. We have a playpen and maybe a crate as well, which is all very, very positive for these little guys. And that is their safe space, because we need to make sure that the puppy is not over-aroused continuously. This is when things end up happening. When a puppy does not get enough rest, when a puppy does not have enough containment so that you are able to control what access they have and thus what they get to chew, where they get to pee, what they get to eat, all of these very simple things. You've got the full lifetime of the dog to sit there hugging them all the time, if that's what the dog wants. But when they're young, you've got to set them up for success. And that initially means setting boundaries. You do not need to punish if you're setting them up correctly, which leads to the next point. If you feel the need to punish a puppy, it is because you have done something wrong, not the puppy. So we only redirect and train. That's what we do. We do not punish a puppy. You have got a blank slate in a puppy. There's no reason for you to punish that puppy unless you're teaching them the wrong things. Okay? So, with training, we need to go back to the first point of expectations. We cannot expect the puppy to be able to get trained at the same rate as an adolescent dog or a young adult dog. It just isn't reasonable. So we keep it simple, but we make sure that we are doing the structure in the same way that we're going to do later on in the puppy's life. That way the transition is much, much easier. So the simple things like sit and down and stay and come, all of these things can be taught at a very simple, low stress level, always using rewards, because when they're puppies, this is the best time to build that contra freeloading, which means that you are going to be able to get a very obedient dog later on in life. Having a puppy is a remarkable thing, and people that have got puppies, you guys have got such a great opportunity, and all you need to do is set yourself up for success by setting your dog up for success with everything we're talking about here. Walking your puppy is less about teaching the puppy and more about your leash skills. The whole aim of the game of a puppy is making sure that when you're walking that dog, they very, very rarely feel tension on the leash. If you're able to get that puppy walking on a loose leash, now whether that's you following them around a little bit and only making sure that you're luring them into a loose leash when you're trying to walk a little bit more structured, you're teaching that dog that tension being on that leash is not normal. So as they become older and you start doing some more structured walking with them, they're going to think, whoa, this tension's not right. Maybe I need to slow down and walk with them. It's literally the very first step in teaching a dog not to pull on walks. And it's super simple. It's just about you paying attention, staying off your phone, making sure that you're knowing what's around you, and keeping your puppies safe on walks. That's the priority. And last but not least is bonding. Bonding with your puppy is very, very important. Now, this doesn't mean letting your puppy get away with everything, and you don't necessarily get to cuddle up on the sofa with them all night, because they're a puppy. They need proper sleep, they need proper rest there. They cannot be allowed to get access everywhere. You've got the rest of their lives to cuddle up on the sofa with them. Let's make sure we give them the best start to their lives as our dogs. And to do that, we've got to understand them that little bit more.